Photography is something that's been around for many of years, since 1826 to be more precise. In the most recent years, it has become a very vital part to different social medias, such as Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. Some individuals just use their cell phones to take pictures to post to these different platforms. However, there are those who use DSLRs, like myself. This is a DSLR camera. It's a Canon 80D, and it has many different settings. The reason I bring this to your attention is because today I want to speak on the manual setting. In most cases, it is the best setting in my opinion. It typically gives you the best quality, and it for sure gives you the most control over your images, considering you deal with all the configurations. In some cases, that takes too much time, and auto is the most plausible setting to use because you're shooting in a fast-paced environment. If you're shooting in an environment that allows you to use manual, here are some things you need to know. You need to know your ISO, aperture, and shutter speed. Your ISO, is the light sensitivity. This number is this is measured in numbers such as 30, 60, 3200, 6400, and so on. The lower this number is, the darker the image is going to be, but there's going to be less noise. In non-photographer words, it's going to be less grainy. The higher the number is, it's going to be brighter, but it's going to have more noise. It's going to be more grainy. If you were to put this on a giant billboard, then it's not going to be the highest quality images you could possibly get. Another thing you need to know about is your aperture. This is the opening of the lens diaphragm. This number is measured in numbers such as 1.4, 2.8, 20, and so on. The lower this number, the more light that's being let in, but there's a narrower focal point. The higher the number, the less light that's being in, but there's a less light that's being let in, but there's a broader focal point. Another thing you must know about is your shutter speed. Measurement of the time that the shutter is open. This is measured in fractions of a second. The lower this number is, the longer the shutter is open, versus the higher the number is, the less time the shutter is open. If you're shooting without a tripod, you typically want to shoot where the shutter is open for a less amount of time because the human body is too shaky to shoot with a low shutter speed. In conclusion, I hope these tips help you and advance your photography skills. Happy shooting!